Hey y'all, welcome to WM Plus. It's NJPW Road to Wrestling Dontaku, Kumamoto, Japan, April 30th, 2025. Watch along live reactions. I'm your host, Adby Devin. Yes, get your drinks, get you hydrated, because we got the wraps on the way. Like I was saying in the chat a moment, this is effectively a go-home show in a way. I mean, New Japan's booking, it does not resemble American pro wrestling very much at all, so I couldn't really say for certain, because we just had like a Saturday night's main event-esque event yesterday, so yes, going off of this one, I'm thinking that we're going to be getting some final setup for a few matches. Maybe we'll get one more match added, but I think we have a fully set card for Wrestling Dontaku. Yes, how we doing, everybody? Whether it be morning, afternoon, or night, hope your day's treating you well. Myself, I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit more rested coming into this one than yesterday. Thankfully, this show starting an hour and a half later has kind of lent itself to me, because I was able to get one full block of sleep. Yes, y'all, please do leave a thumbs up if you're trying to help support the channel, or if you're enjoying yourself, do make sure you got the bell to always on for notifications. If you're new here, do subscribe. These are the vibes from New Japan whenever they're live. We also go live here for GCW, JCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling, for specification, when necessary. So, in the next upcoming week, we should be kicking that off here. Of course, we got Wrestling Dontaku this weekend. Then after that, next weekend will be the start of the Best Super Juniors, and the week after that, we'll also have a pair of GCW shows alongside the Best of Super Juniors, which will be at that point like on night 6. It's going to be a sprint. We're going to be live for it all, though. Anyways, get that out there. Of course, you can't watch on your own for whatever reason. You're just looking to like listen to the audio or something. We can't share the audio on the stream. Comes for our lives, does YouTube, but we can sidecast it to you over on Discord. So if you got a Discord, hop on over there, join the server, and hang out here in chat. You can watch along to the show. Speaking of, here's one mercy. I move them on over as we are ready to dive into the show. Got some Super Juniors. Ooh, this is going to be a sprint. Alrighty, just double checking, making sure that the feed didn't get stuck on the schedule page. Here we go. Feeling the aftermath of Windy City Riot from the looks of it. Yeah, that belt really does look good. It's starting to grow on me. But we're still talking about Jeff Cobb leaving. To be fair, I suppose that is really a big part of why Callum's getting this title shot. Gene Blaster. Excellent spear. See, I'm not too sure if I'm looking forward to this match. Like, not to say I'm not, like, I like both dudes. I'm a big fan of Yota Tsuji, y'all know that. But, like, there isn't much for me to latch on for this match, but I suppose it's in the history of the competition with them. Welcome back, No Mercy. We're just getting through the rundown here. Ready. Big save. That shot of that cage though looks like intimidating. I'm so glad I caught him. Yeah, dude. Same. When I put it in perspective, I was like, damn, Rose was like about two-ish shows behind. That can be a little cumbersome. Usually in such a situation, I find myself skipping a little bit of the fluff on the shows and such like that. Speaking of wrestling, Jordan, did you catch he's in Nokuni yesterday? Despy and Templario had a superb match. Was also a fan of the tag title match. Did not have. Oh, that's rough, fam. It was a great night. We got 2 title changes. Wishing it had been AEW or WB, to be honest. Yeah. Uh, Naito, yeah. I think Naito was well lit arena. His face just there. That scream. Stardom shows seemed insanely good. Yo, really? Oh, man. I need to invest more in Stardom. The only Stardom I've really watched lately is the free wrestling on their YouTube, which I definitely can tell is like mostly undercard wrestling. I think for a Rev Pro Revolution Rumble. Yeah. Is that their version of a Royal Rumble, or is it just happen to be the word Rumble used? Either way, that's dope. And here's the bell. No match card. I don't think we're getting match cards for this show. Nice. Standing switch city. Murashima maintaining in the top. Royal Rumble, I believe. Nice. Nice. Nice sweep. Almost said switch. No. Down, maintaining control. You see, the weight class system really lends itself to Murashima here. Because think about it, Daiki is going to have to really climb through the juniors side of things if he were to ever break into the heavyweight division one day, whereas Murashima is definitely just kind of there. You can tell he has a lot more body mass overall than Daiki. And you're only going to build on that as you get older. But yes, what I was getting at with that show yesterday, Jordan, is that we got El Phantasma winning the titles back. Yo and Master Wato claimed the junior tag titles. No. The Super Junior matches and cards getting announced tonight. But the tournament doesn't start until the 10th. So not this upcoming Saturday, the next Saturday. And not a kind of, because they usually have like 1 or 2 singles matches, but this seems like a typical Road 2 show to me. Especially because it's a go-home show. You know, the last thing you want is somebody getting injured 3 days out before the pay-per-view. I hear you have nothing else for card diversity. New Japan has definitely won me over on the concept of like multi-man tags when I was previously not so hot on it. Although, well, really AEW did, but New Japan kind of solidified it because it's like their premier booking method. But yeah, I hear you. A little to break up the monotony, one or two more singles match. We normally get like a Tanahashi match as well. Yeah. Oh, did it? Nice. Oh yeah, no. I've been kind of nonstop these last couple of days. Like I just kind of fell off the grid mid Monday for the sake of maintaining schedule. You know. Oh, your Osprey. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm glad both y'all got your AEW merch because, specifically international, that website can give people some trouble. Yesterday. Yesterday, ordered it during the last pay-per-view. Nice. Oh, that's relatively decent time. You know, all things considered. Shipping over to the UK stuff. AWXC. Yo, that's awesome. I didn't know they were doing crossover. They're doing crossover with DC, and people are trying to act like they're a dying company. What? Big ass hip toss. So Murashima has 5 victories over Daiki, and I believe they have 3 time limit draws and 10-minute time limit matches. So I think this is their 9th bouting, their 9th one-on-one outing. The 2 different variables. Yeah, that's so awesome. Caught on the ropes. Damn. Murashima really is one step ahead when it comes to his progress. We've been keeping the camera on. Murashima can't not have a taped up limit, seems. Agreed, Mercy. He's got a lot of upside, and I don't want to overlook Daiki either. I honestly, I'm rooting for him. I'm waiting for Daiki to get his first win over Murashima because they're in the same class, but Murashima is very clearly taken off. Daiki's kind of still stuck at this level. Also want to see Yasuda go places, but I guess that's just me wanting to see, you know, the next class thrive. Big agree, Jordan. It's going to be such a huge moment when he gets his own gear. It already looks like he's pretty much set to join Hantai. He's constantly teaming with them. But that could just be Hantai wanting to help out the young lions, you know, and having matches with them one way or another. It's so funny how these lads on Sunday faced off against one another. Then yesterday teamed up to one another, and now tonight are facing off against one another. Rhea lives! And there's the tap. With the Fujiwara armbar. With the Fujiwara. Yo! Talk about progress right there. Young Lion getting the win with an armbar, not even the Boston Crab or half crab. Never mind, I feel like not gonna get his first win. Right here, I think it'll come soon enough, but man, Murashima's just breaking out new things before Daiki could even get caught up. But yes, Rhea, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm glad your alarm system worked out for you. That's what I'm saying. A Fujiwara armbar. Like, whoa, I was just kind of sleeping on the fact that he even had it in. Honestly, I should have been bringing more attention to that because, like, he doesn't use that, really. But no, that's awesome. You see Daiki just being like, man, it's like he's just getting ready to learn step 7 and Murashima's learning step 12. The stables are looking who to invest in, trying to make bonds and see who they want to bring in. Exactly. Yeah, when you see Murashima get along with the likes of like Ishii and even Tanahashi, it's a good thing for him. It's funny because I look at New Japan a lot like an like a MMORPG kind of thing, where there's a bunch of different groups that you can join and get the benefits of, like a Final Fantasy 14, for example. And Hantai is just like the premier default group you can invest in. Like this is the faction we give you in case you don't want to go looking for one, kind of thing. Having an alliance or a heel on a new stable is always heartbreaking. Oh, Osprey turned. Yeah, that one had some weight to it. To this day, we still hear about it in AEW. I could see Daiki Nagai being that, honestly. Like, imagine Daiki like getting invited in by Hantai and turns on them to join like LIJ or something. Speaking of Jordan, I want your opinion on this. You think? Do you think? Why did it just completely escaped me? Shota. Do you think Shota Umino is going to join Hantai officially, or do you think he might find himself with a different faction? Because he's got this program with Takagi going on right now, and in my head, I somehow see him ending up in Lij. Oh yes, by the way, Ray, what time did you end up getting to rest? Direct Yo Drive. It seemed fun at least for a story over a few months about them seeing if he's good enough, right? Because they're gonna have some openings, right? I presume Takagi's going to take the reins as leader when Naito leaves. I could be wrong. Of course, we don't know how that'll go. We can get left field, and then all of a sudden Yoda is the leader. Yo finally got that title. Now I'm gonna wonder if it. Yep, he just walked by. It's like, is this tension between him and talk about good vibrations? Is this Yo's first tag title? Just bundling up with the pelt. Yes, I specifically mean not just the tension, but the tension between Yo and Fujita. There was the whole smooching bit they had a few months ago. You think I said before Indoors booked? Hell yeah. That's nice. It's his sixth reign? Okay, I had no idea. Hell yeah. If you got Forbidden Door seats in the O2, that's going to be big. I did not call the bell, but here we are with the graps. At that wrist. Really jockeying for control here. To the cravat. You know, I do find myself curious. What is Wato the master of? Why is he called Master Wato? Nice transition there, going for the leg lock. Scrambling to the ropes. Very smart. He's the master of yeah. No, he's simply in charge of you, that's all. Ooh, alright. Going for the schoolboy, wasn't able to make it happen instead. Nice, the double arm drag. Just mowing him down. Here comes your kryptonite, Hartley. I'm waiting to see how long until Robbie's headband gets lost. Just chopped him down to one size. Oh, Jordan, you're so right. Who would be a good matchup for him? I mean, you could just run back to Kesh to Oleg there. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I think the hype would be to put him in there with somebody else who's like a heavy hitter, really athletic. Nice. Corner to corner. There you switch. Nice. Got those hips real low for that snapback suplex. Ooh, Brody King. Boltin Oleg versus Brody King. No, you don't want to put it. I think Brody King might be a little too big. You want to pick somebody who's impressive, who's impressively big, but not too big for Boltin to do his stuff with. And I think he can lift Brody, but I think Brody might be just a little too wide for him to like get the gut wrench hooker on, for example, when he does the little ring around the rosy gut wrench suplex gimmick. Nice. That was a nasty kick. Just noticed that Fujita still got his shoulder taped up. That goes back to his match with DEFY. Beautiful teamwork there. Running it Inzaguri, Gamagiri. That's right. It was their first time teaming together. Me? Oh. Big meaty man slapping meat. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Get a good shot battle. Ooh, Boltin Oleg versus Anthony Bowens. How we feeling about that? Body sausage is a fun call. Nice. Didn't have much velocity behind it, but there was impact. Kick out. You thinking of DVD? Yep. Double crossbodies just back down on the big man in the ring. Nice. Like nothing else. I'm back. Sorry, the Bomb Queen ever yells at me to be let out. Yells because I shut the door after letting. You are good, Ray. No worries. No, if there's anything I've learned about waking up at this hour, it's that pets hate it. Ooh. You saw Hartley almost dead weighted, kept himself down, but Boltin too strong. Big clothesline. Got him with the lariat. Nice. GG's. But no worries. As soon as I wake up, the first thing I have is Spaz swarming at my feet. Now she wants to get my attention. She wants to like restart the whole good night ritual. Everybody getting everybody's face. Something tells me this ain't over with. The Michiban Sweet Boys want a rematch. And this doesn't exactly get that one step closer to it. Yeah, I didn't know that. When I started watching, he was already like, it felt like he had already been established for like a year or so. But to see that he's at this level after only recently, like, graduating from the Young Lion system, gives me high hopes. So that tells me it's not gonna be too long before we see the likes of Murashima challenging for titles, being in programs. You see, New Japan feels so real to me in a lot of ways. Like this stuff right here, like this is how I feel like this is how it would actually go. You see, we don't need the pomp and circumstance. All right, now you grab a mic and meet me in the middle of the ring, and I'll grab a mic and meet you in the middle of the ring, and we're going to let everybody know how we feel about each other. No. We're just we're talking shit. We're talking. They're just into it right then and there. Yo, trying to get under Robbie's skin, and he's walking out. Robbie ready to get up in his face like that. Agreed. It's something I really appreciated about New Japan. Throwing tape at his shoulder. Thumbs up, gang, by the way. Double check, make sure you got that clicked. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. These are the vibes. As you see, the channel is very small, so it's our secondary channel. To the main WatchaMania one, specifically for New Japan and other wrestling that's not regularly scheduled. And right back to TMDK music. Let's go. Let me see this card. Yep. Oiwa and ZSJ versus Tanahashi and Toru Yano. I think that's so funny. I love that Oiwa walking swings his hip in such a disjointed way. Yep. He's so unapologetically effeminate and goofy. I could appreciate it. No, fuck it, Snuck. Get out there when you... Robbie, you alright, man? No, fucking pissed. I guess you're not out there. Win your match. Something I've really come to love is seeing faction mates out there cornering their squad. Specifically last night during the junior heavyweight tag title match, when all of a sudden I see ZSJ ringside watching their match, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even see him walk out here. The fact that like even the bigger members of the group will just kind of come on out and not even make a big deal about themselves. They're just there for the support. Yo, Rhea, that's amazing. GG's to you. You woke up on your body clock said, no, we're doing this. Which is funny because today is the first time my body clock did not wake me up a few minutes before my alarm went off. In the back and blended in. Yep. Yeah, ZSJ walked out with him. Okay, he did walk out with him. I thought he like snuck out mid-match being like, no, they need my support kind of thing. But yeah. I really dig the concept of factions being like such a necessity almost to the promotion within kayfabe, mind you. I knew I messed something up. "70-year-old Yano and 25-year-old Tanahashi. Look at them." I can't. Saw that. He's like, go ahead, hit every corner. The roof threw me off. Teasing it. No, I'll wait. He does not look 46. If you told me he was around 40, I'd be like, okay. But to say he's closer to 50 than 40 kind of blows my mind. I swore he was 10 years older. Yeah, you see. Oh, really? You thought he was older. To me, I'm sitting here being like, bro could so pass for like 39. I've just been emote spamming. Look at the crowd point. Hey, spit water. He's so the pro wrestler who just made it, who's just leveled up off of what was that? The throwing up. Hey, I don't want you checking my gear. He so does not want his gear checked. See, it's just no. He don't want you to check him. You should check him. Well, it was like, what about that part? My son looks. I think we just see him do the same thing for over 10 years. That it makes him act for you. It makes the no. That's very fair. It's funny you say he's been doing it for 10 years though, because I mean, I guess I've been seeing him do the same act for a few months now, but it hasn't gotten all that old to me, and it seems like the crowd still pops when he does it. When he does it, he hot tags it and then rushes over to the corner to take the padding off. He's so great. Sir. See, Ray, I think he's just enthusiastic about the joke that they're really dragging this out for TMDK. These two lads having a match this Saturday. Makes me concerned for Tanahashi. I feel like ZSJ is going to knot him up. Yo, nice. Excellent transition to that wrist lock. Slick. Oh, right back into the cravat, though. Very smart of Zeus. He's trying to get one of those legs to help bring him in, break that grip. Wasn't there, but he created an opening right back into the cravat a third time. You see, this is very smart wrestling from Tanahashi, because he's going to create a world where ZSJ has to just work out of this cravat and then bam into another hold. Never mind. ZSJ right back into the cravat. I don't know if Tanahashi's got him in his own head or what. No, headbutt to the gut. Nice. Tana's a little too enthusiastic. Oh, no, I saw that. Yeah, ZSJ coming in with the strikes was not ready for that, but he was not getting it done with the graps, and that's kind of nuts to me. Like, y'all, this is like, look who we're talking about. And here it comes. Frad's so here for it. He did not get it off as smoothly that time. That's okay. He probably won't. He can't get it off every time, but still, like, to have it down to such a science. Got locked down the same old 3 times with no strat to get out and stay out, bro. Get with it. Say that's what I'm saying. Like you were either grossly underestimating Tanahashi, or like he has convinced you that you need to not be thinking so hard. Like I don't know what the deal was, but he needs to get in it. If that's how he's gonna be wrestling his match against Tanahashi on Saturday, Tanahashi's got it in the bag. Like I thought when he got out of it for the 3rd time, he surely was going to be ready to guard and was going to get into it like a hammerlock or something. Agreed. ZSJ is one of those wrestlers who just gets me looking at wrestling different. Yeah, Jordan, it's funny you say that because I remember when I saw them the first time I saw them, I'm like, oh man, you can't get the shoulder post. You can't get the shoulder post spot, you know? Oh, I'm gonna running shoulder check you in the corner. Oh, you dodge, and I flew into the post. I mean, that's a good thing. You know, if you're a wrestler, you want to not have that happen to you, but I don't know. I've always seen that as like a great spot, particularly against a larger opponent, to help turn things around in your favor. Oh, yo, Tanahashi ate that boot. CSJ just literally a more technical Orange Cassidy. Well, you see the thing is, no, he's Orange Cassidy if Orange Cassidy cared. That's what it is. Is DSJ that, and that was what their first match was about. It was like, you know, it was like, I don't really care. Well, I do, and you should. Here's a tag. Caffeinity. You see, I was just sitting here I was sitting here thinking of a different dumb joke in the sense of like, oh, maybe his name is just actually Cassidy, and with his wardrobe, you can put 2 and 2 together. It's like Tanahashi was changing his mind on whether or not he should get in there. Oiwa made up his mind for him. Damn. The leg lock with the cravat. Didn't see those hands for 10 years together. That's so funny, Jordan. It's okay. It was just like 2 weeks ago that I learned the difference between. I learned what part of the corner is actually the turnbuckle. I've always viewed the pads as the turnbuckles when it's the hook that holds the ropes. Agreed. Ooh, with Tanahashi being on his final road, who do you think the one to retire will be the one to retire him? Ooh. I think they're gonna want it to be. I think they'll want some heat to it. Oh no. Wrestle Kingdom 20. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Evil. Wow. They're gonna do it. I just get a feeling they're gonna do it. The way that there would be so much weight to the match as well, because Tanahashi literally left at the end of last year's Wrestle Kingdom, of this year's Wrestle Kingdom, because he couldn't, quote unquote, work in a company run by Tanahashi. Bye bye. He just said, "Oh shit." It's one of my favorite things. is when a pro wrestler like audibly reacts. Not in this promotion, but it happened. I think it was last week when John Cena turned around and getting RKO'd by Randy Orton. He was like, "Oh shit!" as he got Murashima Shoda. Ooh, I see where you're coming from, right? You're looking to ooh, with the scoop slam. Nice combo. That had to suck to take. Getting your neck twisted and splashed at once. You see, I was thinking Shota Umino initially, right? But they just had that match, like recently. I think it was Sakura Genesis. So, unless there is something that changes with, what's his name, with Shota up until then, like he turns like dastardly heel or something. I could also see it being like the leader of Bullet Club. I was thinking David Finlay, but like one way or another, I can see it coming back to evil, whether or not he's the leader of Bullet Club at the time. Just right before he goes into learning, should let Murashima win the IWGP and retire. Tanahashi. Yeah, but do we want Tanahashi to win the title from Goto? Nice with the twisting neck breaker. Way to Goto. Really? That'd be nuts. Because they already had the match of the 53rd anniversary and Hiroki defended. Nice. Save him from the schoolboy. Oh, he was really just going to go for the double low blow. Bro was just going to throw the whole ass match. I love TMDK's double team moves. I've never seen double techers done like they do it. Got him. It looks like that shoulder was just ever so slightly up, though. And like that, the momentum is in ZSJ's hands. Yeah, I like this. Oh. This looks like two hats just having a chat. It's like, you're any good? Okay, yeah. Speaking of good, it seems like ZSJ and Oiwa are all fine. I keep looking at them sideways because I'm wondering if they're gonna get if there's some remnant tension from their match in the New Japan Cup. No, no such thing. Oh, Tanahashi, very menacing there almost. My gosh, those lights are so bright. Literally just looking away from it, it's like so commanding. There we go. Oh, is that Sonata's music? No, no. House of Georgia doesn't have a new theme. This is one of their individual themes playing, and I think it's Sonata's. I didn't see the Titantron. Nothing in the case. Cold-blooded snake. Mm-hmm. I can appreciate that. Yeah, pro wrestling, which is also saying something because New Japan in particular is an all men's promotion. So it just goes to show that just like the women's oh, he's got his own guitar. All right. But it goes to show that the women's fan base for New Japan, well, the women's fan base for pro wrestling in general in Japan seems to be a lot higher. Oh, there's oh more. Well, here we go. Oh no, 100%. You can't not expect this. When it comes down to Bullet Club and House of Torture, the fact that they're even being given matches, the fact that they're even being given matches on the card against one another at this point is just like you're asking for this level of chaos. Damn, hit both evil and is that Yuji? Forgetting his name. Question for you rats. Bro is wrestling back his shillelagh. Yes, David's got a shillelagh back. Oh, what? Okay, so both matches just got melded together into a. All right. Because we did have two House of wow. My gosh, they're literally fighting on the fans. Could you imagine being like, oh my god, that's David Finn literally getting his ass whooped on me? Got that from Sonata during the last show. Oh, that's Sonata's guitar. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. I knew he had the guitar case, but I was like, is there even a guitar in there? Where is it, if it is? Oof. That's exactly it. They try to avoid people, but in New Japan, it definitely feels like you walk in knowing that this is possible for you, no matter where you are in the stands. For example, fucking third to last row in the crowd, and you got them fighting in front of you. That one guy in the LIJ shirt was actively trying to avoid the action. It's like, no, I don't need to get involved in all that. No, thank you. His bro grabbed a House of Torture shirt to choke him with. $64 minutes? Oh my god. I get it, commentary. Commentary going out of the way to be like, listen, we don't know how to call this, so we're not really going to. Sorry if it's awkward silence as you see people get beat up. Yo, that was awesome. Honorable was Drilla. Drilla grabbed him by his shirt, pulled him up to his feet. Stand up, man. You good, yeah? Wait, what's 64 minutes? The United Empire War Dogs dog pound match was apparently 64 minutes long. So I was like, what? Damn, now I know this match is gonna be long. Glad I didn't try to watch it because I remember when I went back for New Beginning 2025 to get the stage and stuff for a setup. I saw that was the card that Danielson versus ESJ's rubber match happened. I'm like, ooh, I gotta watch that, and I never did. And I also saw that it was the dog pound match. And I'm like, ooh, I should also watch that. Yeah, I never went back and watched the show, but damn, I imagine that New Beginning 2024 was an excellent card. Did someone slip and fall or something? That's it. You just so I'm glad I'm not in the BC anymore. Kick out. Is that Robbie? Yes. This is still a match? Is this still a match? That's hilarious. Well, I wanted to do that for years. I can't. Chokes by Dick is David Finlay. Yes. Hilarious line. We're getting bopped. They're trying to bring Memphis to Japan. Figure to the eyes and you grab the ref. Oh, no. We almost had a full-ass match set up here. Can't have that. No. Everyone's on the apron. Knock them down. Brawl City. Everyone in the ring. No order to this tag match. We say no order. Chaos may have joined Hantai, but the spirit of the word's definition lives on in House of Torture. Dick on dick action. Dick to dick contact. That's the term. Can't even do the bit right. That's a fucking cooking sheet. The referee called for the bell. He's like, oh, now you want to throw out the match. Wow. The ref. Show up and he don't. Yo, is he? That's super dope, Jordan. I'd love to see that. Yeah, the rewinds. Oh, man. I'm really enjoying those. We're getting to that point where I'm like, the part of AEW I probably most look forward to revisiting at the moment. Maybe that'll change as time goes on because I know all of what comes, but we're about to get into like pandemic era Dynamite, and I actually kind of am looking forward to it. The lack of crowds, not so much. The stories told during that time period, absolutely. For real. Oh. Oh. Damn. Went so low, he almost whacked dude in the head. Bro's got handcuffs. Oh my god, dude. Standing on his fingers. That sucks. Oh, is he about to do and get... Oh, no. The storyteller is about to get done in. Game of Blood on the Clock Tower is going to bust out. Oh, but that table's not going to bust for shit. Ow. It's like, get up. No. I might actually get booked to lose now. Sorry, I can't help but poke fun. Yeah, that was a rough tape break. Bro literally took off the turnbuckle pad to throw at him. Bro, it's a pad. Why are you... I'm wondering if that's a night one main event. Literally, yeah, there's so much weight to that shillelagh. I'm really hoping dude can get it back during the match. Finley's gonna murder Evil. No, literally, dude. All right, they're gonna clean up for the next match. I'm gonna use this opportunity to take a break really quick. I shall be back in a few. Go figure. Bro went running right after them, didn't he? When charging him, like, did he just run through the curtain, or did we catch more of a brawl? Titan. Wow, we have LIJ and LFI representation. Wait, is that LFI? Robbie X is gonna be in here. Robbie X is too good. So these are two blocks? Ooh. Dragon Dia from Dragon Gate Wrestling? Yeah. We got two War Dogs in here. Okay, so the time splitters are put up in different blocks. Kevin Knight and Nick Wayne are both in this block. Yo, Mao is in this block. Let's go. Alrighty, so this is gonna be the first 10th. Ooh. Yo, Takahashi. And then that's to me on the Sunday show. Wato versus Clark. Robbie versus Yo. Ishii versus Taguchi. Ishii. I said Ishimori. Sorry. Oh, wow. So they're going to show us when all of these matches are taking place. Dope. It's going to help. Kushida versus NJPW. Robbie Eagles versus Nick Wayne. Ooh-wee. So y'all don't expect Nick Wayne on next Wednesday's Dynamite. On next week's Dynamite, I should say. Wait, no, that's like 2 weeks from now. Eagles versus Taiji Ishimori. Former Bullet Club versus current Bullet Club. Ooh, that'll be fun. Yo, this tournament, y'all. This tournament is gonna be so fucking stupid. So, question to those who have kept up with previous round robin tournaments for New Japan. Is the whole card just going to be the tournament matches, or will there be non-tournament based matches happening on the card as well? Because, example here, they're saying 524 is going to have 10 matches? Nick versus Taiji, I'm going to die. And Kevin, yes, Kevin Knight is in there. Kevin Knight is going to be in the G1 this year as well. It's kind of nuts. Dude is going to be all over the place. 2025 is all of a sudden the year of Kevin Knight. No, usually multi-minute tags to start the show. Gotcha. And then we get a tournament action. Okay, bet. Because at the very least, it looks like one of those cards is going to be the case. I can't imagine they're going to fit in non-tournament matches on a card where they're going to have 10 tournament matches. But yeah, otherwise, 5 matches does not seem like a normal New Japan card. Appreciate the clarity. But members that will be facing the next show, yeah, cause I had a feeling based on what was going on with the Japan Cup, but the Japan Cup also had a significantly less amount of tournament matches. You know, this tournament right here is going to provide like 80 matches or some crap like that. Probably more. I'm just a rough estimate with early morning math. But when it came to the New Japan Cup, it was like 15 matches. So there was plenty more room on those 9 nights to do matches to allude to previous matches in the tournament or to potential matches later on in the tournament. Whereas here, everyone's constantly active. They're involved in the tournament until the very end. Going to get his life in this tournament. That's what I'm saying. And he's going to be, and the thing is, he's going to be able to work both ends of the spectrum, because he's going to be able to play it up heel like he does when he's up against other baby faces, but like his first match is going to be against a House of Torture member, so we can get classic Nick Wayne, which is awesome for this audience, for the Japanese audience, who didn't get to experience indie-rific Nick Wayne before he came to AEW. Speaking of Ishii, that siren, it lets you know the Stone Pitbull about to be let loose. Looking forward to Nick and Kevin's match. Yes. I think their match is going to be happening on the 15th, which is kind of funny because I think that'll be the day after a Dynamite. Yeah. It'll be like 4 hours after Dynamite ends. I got to take that day off. I think I can't. Was it the 15th? Yeah, I gotta take the 15th off. Literally for that match. I've thought about it, though. I definitely got to take off a couple of days in this upcoming month to try and accommodate this tournament if I'm really going to see it through. The weekend shows I'm not too concerned about, because those are the days where I can just sleep and make up my sleep in the long term. But yesterday I had 5 hours broken up by the stream and then went through a whole day of work. Honestly astonished that I did it, but that's not something that I want to run the risk of having to do like multiple times in a month. Shota on the way. I suppose you were, now that I reread your message, Mercy, you probably meant Nick and Kevin's matches in general, not just against each other, but personally. I mean, personally, I agree, but specifically against each other is going to be awesome. But then again, I say that every week. I have yet to find a bad New Japan. Yeah, that's exactly it. New Japan kind of has set itself a standard. And you see, unlike AEW, I think its standard is a little more consistent in the sense that with AEW, not to say that it's... I feel like that almost came off insulting. No, more so with AEW, like, it's always good, but it's varying degrees of good. Like, sometimes we'll get, hey, that was a great show. And then sometimes we'll get, that was an incredible show, which then will make the following great show not seem as good. Whereas New Japan has, like, a steady plateau of this was a great show. This was a great show. This was a great show. And then you get to the pay-per-view, like, it crescendos much more, you know? It's hard to explain more concisely than that. So hopefully my point was conveyed. Okay, I'm coming around on bullshit. You see, I dig him. Who was it? I think Mercy said it yesterday during He's in the Cootie. Oh no, I think it was Jesse who said it. It just looks like he's not even wrestling. He's just like on his way to the store to pick up a few things. I'm like, oh, let me get some let me get some milk on the way home. So like the masked singer gimmick, right? The tragic masked singer. Like I've said this before when first being introduced to Taichi's character. But there's like a character archetype that he is calling to, that he is referencing with his own presentation that I can't quite name, but I know of. Just need time to get used to the change. Yeah. You see, I'm with you on that. I can really vibe with a very casual looking wrestler. Like, give me a wrestler who doesn't look like a wrestler over a wrestler who does any day. Like, please, come out here in your plain white tee. Come out here in your $20 jeans. Like, dudes with long hair, like, very clear. Like, don't sit there and try and get your ponytail right for 20 minutes. Just tie that shit up and come out. Like, I don't know why it humanizes, particularly baby faces, I should say. It humanizes the wrestlers in a very relatable way. One of my favorite things is seeing Samoa Joe out here and like his floral button-up shirts all the way to the top button. Like he's a special being. LJ. I forget who it was who suggested this faction just outright disband once Naito leaves, and I'm like, I hope not. I feel like this faction has so much weight to it has so much legacy and weight to New Japan in general. Oh, was you? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't feel disparaging. But yeah, I do think that this faction has so much more life in it, and it's become a cornerstone of New Japan in a way. Like I've heard about LIJ for years, but maybe it's official disband. Like Chaos just recently disbanded, you know. So maybe they are trying to move into a new era. It's just one of those things. There's like I think there can be much more mileage in it. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Because that is it. I don't know New Japan history like that. Bro's got a chair. So, how much do I get a feeling that Hiromu and that said they might disband? I gotcha. Yeah. Again, sorry if that came off like pointed. I had just forgotten where I had heard it from, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, because I can see there being so much here. I don't want to harp on it too much because I don't. Ow. That was weird. Like a hair just like touched my eye. That hurt. You see Yoda Tsuji standing in the center here. So maybe. Yes. Good call. Yeah, there's this. Actually, no. I think it's just this match and then the main event. Wow. Shorter one for the looks of it. Because, yeah, we have this 10-man tag. And then we'll have an 8-man tag for the main. Yeah. It'll be. No, it's just it's an 8-man tag. It'll be Taguchi, a Phantasmo, and Bishamon up against United Empire. Bishamon being Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto's tag team name. It's an eyelash. Like an eyelash turned inwards. That's not turned inwards, but like bent inwards. They're staring off. Yeah, no, I'm expecting some brawls this match. Honestly, it's a little more tame than it was yesterday, you know? Because, if y'all recall, we had Shingo Takagi pretty much spring on Shota to start the match. Agreed. And then sure enough, you see Hiromu versus Ishii. I'm wondering, I haven't seen it confirmed. So if it's already confirmed, then apologies. But I get the impression we're getting Hiromu Takahashi challenging for the strong openweight title at Resurgence. Oh, that was raw. There's varying degrees of impact into the barricade, right? You can smash into the barricade and then just kind of slide to the ground. You can smash into the barricade and go flying over it. But when you smash into the barricade so hard, you just stick there. That's hard. that's painful. Oh my gosh, what is this bruise on Hiromu's chest? It's clearly a target for Ishii, and here we are. Ooh, Ishii brought his A game. I was about to be like, he's stoning up? No. Someone trying to say this man ain't a heavyweight. Go ahead. Go ahead, say he ain't a heavyweight. It'd be cool if he, like Kevin Knight, competed in the G1 this year despite competing in the Best of Super Juniors. This should definitely be his last Best of Super Juniors because bro is heavyweight level. Send it Roman to Taiji with the brain shot. Oh! Really? Was he? Bro has bulked up. See, they're gonna have those back-to-back matches, right? I want to assume that ELP is gonna defend his title, but what if Takeshi just wins both times? Alternatively, what if they just switch titles? Both are openweight championships, so now there's gonna limit them in that regard. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from, Mercy. It's like big fan of El Fantasma, but then again, we've seen him string together some offense. I think time limit draw, Mercy. 15 minutes. Ooh, rough neck breaker. I can see it going to the time limit draw for the TV title, and then around the 16-minute mark, Takeshi defends his own title. Honestly, I don't know how long that match goes, but yeah. They've both been here for 10 years? Pluck. Ha 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 ha. Damn. You good, Taka? No! That was rough. That was hard impact to that calf kick. Really? Lay him in, bro. You know what'd be hilarious? Everyone talks all this mess about Shota Umino's forearms, but then if you go and ask the people he's in there with, no, he's hitting me. I don't know why it looks like he's not, but he's laying that in. I mean, he's not, but it'd be funny if that was the twist. That'd be a funny twist. It's got high impact on everything else. Oh, good. That's the lifter pulling him out. Great position into the fisherman suplex. Nice bridge. There it is. That's how they're done. Shota's got some angry faces. Caught him with that back elbow. Jab. There's that lariat. There's that lariat. Clash. Mid in the middle, counter. Jump against Zaguri. You gotta change it up. Nice. Row into the corner to rebound. Still got that lariat. All right, now. My neck. Holy crap. Nice knife edge chop. Welcome back. Oh, very slick from Tsuji. Just walking back. Went to the Samoa Joe school of avoiding dives. Ooh. Yoda Tsuji is having no problem doing this. Uh-oh. No counter. Broke out of the full house and just powered out, really. A little bit of a do-si-do hit arm drag. A little extra boot tonight, so just in case. Kick out. Rough. Yeah, Roman just came out of nowhere, took Taka out. 10 down. 10 down. Looks like LIJ is cleaning up. A big old splash. Damn. Mood splash. Gene splasted. Yep, there it is. Ooh, just barely missed. Saw that? Yeah, I was wondering if that was the case, so it did happen. And they're still brawling. And bro said, come, I have a weapon. Taking a guy, holding him back. Come on, Daiki, I said to break him up. Like, actually pull them apart. Never mind, y'all are getting mollywopped. The way he should have just standing there like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Knock his ass out. Meanwhile, Hiromu's chill. Hiromu's just chilling over there. That belt hanging over the rope like that just made me miss DSJ being world champion. Live in English. Oh, that's right, because these other shows apparently air like elsewhere. Like the show they're gonna have on Friday will apparently air like more locally or something. You're right, Shingo isn't here for this picture. He says, no. I gotta beat this guy's ass really quick. I'll be back. There'll be more group photos. Hell yeah. That was awesome. I really do like that of the Wrestling Dontaku logo. Main event time for real. Like, it's just kind of mind blowing. Hour 40 into the show. This event has gone by so quick. For real. Like, I'm actually kind of blown away. That boy's got a shit on him. The fact that Great Khan was a double champion. So how long has Jacob Austin Young been with the group? So I'm wondering. August 2024? Okay. So he has very recently been brought in as the group's young lion. I mean, that's exactly it. Okay, Callum. Everybody in unison throws to the crowds. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Hey. Hey. Look at him being TV champ. Aw. That's awesome. That fan was so not ready for that moment. Low-key for a second thought he was just giving her the glasses and I was gonna be blown away. Agreed. Moments like that. Like, just for a wrestler to just kind of choose you for a moment like that, who knows? There could be more to it than we know. That could have been like a fan who's like, they could have been like a super fan that he recognized in the front row for all we know, or something like that. But regardless, real dope. Hiroki Goto's music feels like the hero has finally arrived on the scene kind of thing. And then Yoshihashi walks out. Tsugushi Dejaman. What? Why are Taguchi and Toru Yano not a team? I'm thinking so, Mercy, just because I know that the show has to go a minimum of 2 hours on if it streams on New Japan World. So the show's got to go at least for 15 more minutes. And even if the tag match goes longer than that, I can still see them squeezing in that promo just to give it some time, especially as a final broadcast address before the premiere event itself this weekend. No, don't ask me why. Well, I'm. I was waiting for the part where that bit of commentary matters. That was so funny. Really. I was waiting for Robbie to bring it back around, and you see, and this is why that matters to this match, and it didn't. That was funny. Okay. There's the bell. Good. Then he's doing his job right. That's so true. Mm-hmm. Can appreciate those details being paid attention to and mattering. He popped up a second time. Didn't seem like Goto was ready for that. He's caught him with that exact boot. Before you think that Yoda would have had a little more scouted. Agreed, Mercy. He's really won me over in the New Japan Cup. Jacob. Oh man, Jacob's got to stop finding himself in this position. The funky weapon is hurting. Red Shoes is even laughing at it. Oh, oh, nice roll up there. I can appreciate Robbie going out of his way to put over Jacob Boston Young, and he's like, "Well, the legal man is Akira." No, is Akira. He just almost automatically said Tozawa. Oh man, oof. Kick out there. Big ass shot. One, two, kick out. Once again, getting dropped on his butt. Ooh, that looked like he caught him more in the shoulder than anything. Hey there, Eric. How it goes? Morning to you. Block. Got him. Everybody deserves a good sit. Dixie. Too bad he doesn't have a soul. Well, okay then. Yeah, Eric. Hope your morning's been good to you thus far. Okay. Um. What? Ew. Bro. What the? I really needed an empire there. Great Okada Kamino. We also got Francesco Akita. We got Caleb Newman. One more. Leave him. TJP. I think that's it. Joe Jacob Boston. No, I already said him. Speaking of, got him with the forearm. So smooth with it. I feel sick. At least in this instance. Springboard. Caught him. Debbie Hilarious. He got the pin over him again. His shoulder was just slightly up like the last backslide we saw finish a match. Whew. No worries. I think Eric was referring to like the history of the history of the group, not like currently. Nice. Tighten it, but did not get the pin. Ushigoroshi. Here's the tag. JY. Nice. Clearing the field for to go to even tag to somebody. Whoop. Nice, the neck breaker and moonsault. Let's go. One of the Shining Wizard. Imagine Jacob Austin Young pins the world champion. That'd be huge. Beyond huge, honestly. I think I'll go for a stroll right over here. Oh, just made him roll right back up. Oh, right out the way. Ishimori on the same page. Oh. Oh. Dunzo. Oh, yep. There it is. Damn. I find this interesting, though. The wrestling the wrestling the wrestling math is really hard to work out here. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I did not know he was getting preview action. I didn't know he was working both nights. Hey there, Dar. The wrestling has been solid, my friend. Show is on point. I'm wondering. Bro's holding both tag titles right now. Okay. Yes. How's your evening been, Dar? I'm not sure if you just woke up or if you've been up all night. But nonetheless, hope you're doing well, my friend. Yep, and sure enough, we're getting that Goto promo. Of course, y'all, now's a good time for me to give that final call. For those thumbs up, make sure you got that click. That helps us out so much in getting recommended. It helps out these particular Road 2 streams. It's a niche within a niche within a niche. Watchalong wise. Of course, bell on, all that other stuff. Just getting up and going to the gym. Nice, John. Watch replay when I get back. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much. And I hope your rest was well, and I hope your gym go is good. I'm going to be going after work today myself. Got an umbrella over him. Are you so serious? No worries. You're good, Mercy. I'm glad the show was shorter for you in hindsight then. So that way you didn't have to miss any of it. But yes, you take care. Have a good one, friend. And yes, y'all, next time we're going to be going live. It's going to be over on the main channel for Dynamite. Just about 12-ish hours or so. So if AEW is your vibe, do check that out, of course. Subscribe over there if for some reason you found this channel first. Which, if you did, that's awesome. Okay, then. Yeah, Dara. The show started a couple hours ago, and it does seem like it's a shorter one. It's the unfortunate part, but yeah. Honestly, I'll take what I can get, you know. There it is. But yes, y'all, thank you again to everybody who's come and hung out, short term or long. Appreciate No Mercy, Jordan, Raya for hanging out. Appreciate Darjan. Oh, what'd you just spit? Okay. Appreciate Darjan, Eric for coming by, even if short term. Y'all have a wonderful day, night, or whatever time of the day it is for you. But until next time, take care and happy wrestling.